and shadow, upper shadow, lower shadow almost equal. And in case of one more you told me where the opening and closing will be relatively higher than the block, candle block.
Yeah, yeah. So those were the dodges and spinning tops. In that, the
Yes, yes,
shadows are almost equal on both the side. And what we
yes.
come to know from that is that the market is neutral because
Yeah.
shadows are almost similar. All buyers have tried to take the price up and it has made a high where the shadow high is there, and then sellers have also equally tried to take the
Full down.
pull
Yeah,
down to a lower price. Okay, and
yeah.
the shadow size are almost similar. Because of that reason, we come to know that the market is having indecision. All right.
Yes, yes.
So that is what we have covered yesterday. Spinning tops was the
Mm.
other one. Dodges and spinning tops are almost similar. We have
Yeah.
also seen what is the slight minute difference in both. I hope you guys remember that as well. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll study about the third candlestick pattern under single candles, that is umbrella pattern. Okay, on the right side you could see this is a umbrella kind of a pattern. In this, what happens is there would be a very big lower shadow. As you can see, there is no upper shadow in this, right? Yes.
Yes.
So there is no upper shadow in this kind of patterns. There is only a lower shadow. Okay. So yesterday, if you guys remember, I have told you a terminology that these shadows give us indication that it has faced a rejection. The bigger the shadow, the bigger rejection it has faced from the downside. Okay. When I say it has faced a bigger rejection from the downside, that means sellers were dominating in this. They have taken a price till this point, but then buyers have dominated that, and then they have from this point or from this low they have taken the price to this high. Okay, so the buyers have done a pretty much good job over here, and price have faced a rejection from the downside. That's how we read this. Got this point?
Yes, yes, we got it.
Yeah. And then this is another kind of a umbrella pattern, just the color is changing. Here also there is one point that the body size, candle body is the area between the open and the close. Here the open is here and the close is here. If you could see, the size of this candle body is very small. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes. So yesterday I have told you, when the size of the body is very small, the color does not matter.
yes.
Yes. So the same rules apply to this as well, but I'll tell you here when you should consider the color and when you should not. I hope you guys are not having a sound issue because there is slight repair work as well going in our office today. Is that fine? Or shall I do something with that?
No, no, it's okay. You are
So
audible.
fine, Khalid.
So, so this is a hammer kind of a pattern. So just correlate it with the umbrella. Okay, umbrella has a curve on the top and then there is a handle downside. So similar thing is there. Similar thing you can correlate it, that umbrella patterns are nothing but it looks like an umbrella. It will have a curve on the top and a handle which is bigger. Okay, so there is another rule which we follow while finding out an umbrella pattern. Okay, so there is a shadow to body ratio we follow, and that is the foremost thing. The shadow to body ratio is nothing but, if you could see here, okay, so if this is a hammer pattern, we calculate the size of the body. Okay, the size of the body is, what is the size of the body? If you somebody would say, yesterday we have discussed this.
4 points.
So yeah, the shadow, the body of the candle is 4 point, and then we also calculate what is the size of the lower shadow. Now somebody would try to give it an answer. What is the size of a lower shadow?
10 points.
Yeah, correctly said. The size of the lower shadow is nothing but open minus the low point. As you can see it over here, 200 minus 190, it's 10. So now what we have done is we have calculated the size of lower shadow, and then we have also calculated the size of the candle body. And the formula to calculate the shadow to body ratio is nothing but size of the lower shadow by or divided by the body size, and that should always be more than 2. Okay, that should be always more than 2. In simple words, I would say the shadow should be twice the body of the candle. Is that clear? Yes or no? Once try to see what is there.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So the basic rule is the shadow, the lower shadow which we have, that should be twice the size of the candle body. In this case, the body size is 4 and the lower shadow is of 10 points. So 10 divided by 4 is more than 2. Okay. So our condition is fulfilled. It is around 2.5 to be specific. That is more than 2. So that condition you should follow. See, generally I am telling you this rule because you guys are new, but overall by seeing the candle itself you can say if the shadow is big or not. Okay, just by seeing the candle you can easily find out if the lower shadow is twice the body or not. Similarly you can also find out, but if at all whenever you find a candle which is having a lower shadow which is less than twice the body, then that time you should ignore it as an umbrella pattern. Is that clear? Yes or no?
Yes. So if we can we say if it is less than 2, it is doji?
This is not a doji. Doji have equal shadows on both the side.
Oh, on both the sides of the image.
Yeah. So is it having equal shadows on both the side?
No.
No,
It's
right?
one side.
It is having one-sided shadows. So the pattern is completely different. Fine now.
Yes, go on.
This is what how you calculate the shadow to body ratio. Now this is another umbrella pattern. Just the color is changed. Formula remains the same. What is the formula to calculate the shadow to body ratio? Come on, somebody answer. Just now we have seen in the previous slide.
Yeah, yeah. It is a double body.
Yeah. So
More
this
than double.
more than double. So this is another example. You can calculate. I hope I am not doing the calculation here. So it should always be more than 2 again. ठीक है. Color does not matter. The size of the candle body matters, and the lower shadow, how big it is, that matters. Cool. Is it understood? Understood, right? So one more thing here, I'll tell you that there would be a minute upper shadow as well. We have to be little flexible. I have told you yesterday, and that's the reason if there is a minute upper shadow, we are still fine with that. We will consider this as an umbrella pattern, but it should not be like a doji or a very big upper shadow. If that's the case, we ignore it. Okay, yeah. Here is the example of hammer formation. Okay, so under umbrella pattern we have two types actually. One is a hammer pattern. This also looks like a hammer, isn't it? Because a hammer has a top head over there on the top and there is the handle downside. Is it looking like a hammer or not? Yes or no?
Yes, go on.
Yeah. So under umbrella pattern we have two types, that is a hammer umbrella pattern and a hangman umbrella pattern. So this hammer umbrella pattern is a pattern which is a bullish pattern. That means after the formation of a hammer umbrella pattern we go on the buy side, that is a bullish pattern. Okay, and hangman is a pattern which is formed in the at the high. I'll tell you how it forms at the high, and it is a bearish pattern. We'll discuss how these are little different. It looks similar like this only, but the place where they are formed, that's changed their name. We'll see a few examples and I think that will give you a little clarity. So now we are seeing a hammer umbrella pattern. Okay, don't get confused. Hammer umbrella pattern. Under umbrella we have two types, hammer and a hangman. Okay, so now I'm telling you about hammer. So if you see it on the chart, from here to here the market was going down. Okay, is it downtrend or not? You can easily see it that the price is going down. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, right? So here the price is going down from the top, and then if you see the encircled part, is it a hammer or not?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So when we see a hangman pattern, sorry, when we see a umbrella pattern in a downtrend, this is a downtrend. When we see a this pattern, umbrella pattern in a downtrend, that is known as hammer. Okay, that is a simple rule. It looks similar, just if it is formed in a downtrend, it is known as a hammer pattern. Otherwise, we call it as a hangman. I'll show you that example as well. What is this pattern? This one?
Same looks like umbrella.
Same, right? So this is also a hammer umbrella pattern. All right. Now we'll see, now we'll see a few more examples. We'll see. Okay. So here, what you'll see, it price is going down, and again, which pattern is formed here? Answer somebody.
Same umbrella pattern.
Same umbrella pattern, right? Are you able to spot this? Yes or no? You can, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And then
second one is
this,
more
I'll come to
visible.
this. I'll come to this.
The top one is not the case.
Yeah, correct, exactly. Correctly told. I was coming to that. All right. I will see this also. If you could see here also, the price have gone up. So I'll explain you this also what has happened. Before that, I'll give you the trade setup for it. Okay. Wait a second. The trade setup is here. So this is a hammer umbrella pattern. I have told you that price will be going down. It will be some kind of a downtrend. All right. Minimum 2 to 3 red candles should be there, and after that only this hammer pattern should form. And then you will be taking a entry whenever the high will break. Okay. And your stop loss will be the lowest point of this hammer pattern. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes. So you will only take an entry when the high is broken. Only
Okay.
if you are a risky trader, you will take an entry as the close, which I have told you should not do. You should only take trade when the high is broken. Here also this is the same pattern, only the color is changing. And I have also told you the body of this candlestick pattern is very small, so the color of the candle actually does not matter. But it is advisable that you find this green color umbrella hammer pattern. The reason of that is simple. This is a bullish pattern, and after the formation of this pattern, we generally go on the buy side. Okay. So if it is this green color hammer pattern, it is an added advantage. Is this understood? Yes or no?
Which one is actually considered better, like a green one or like a red one, which would be?
Generally, if a hammer is formed in a downtrend, and after this formation, it is a trend reversal pattern. That means a downtrend is changed to uptrend. That is the foremost thing that should happen. Okay, as I have told you, it is a trend reversal pattern. Previous trend was down, and now a hammer is formed. Now the price should actually move towards the upside. Okay, as I've told you, when the price will move upside, you will be going on the buy side. All right. So if it is a red color body, it is a slight disadvantage. Okay, because there was some kind of a selling.
Okay.
Okay. So the added
Yes.
advantage would be if you find a green color hammer. Okay.
No, can you repeat
Yes,
it
sir.
here? After red, after fallen down in the above charter, then if a green hammer it is found, it will go up.
Yeah, it is a bullish pattern. You go on the buy side after this formation. So if it is a red color hammer, that is a bearish hammer, you have slight disadvantage because some kind of selling was there. That's why the body of the candle is red, right? So if it is a green color hammer, it is an added advantage. Okay.
Okay. That time we have to buy. This time we have to sell it.
No. I have not told you to sell. That is a mistake.
Advantage.
That is the advantage. You will not you will not sell. Okay. Now coming back to this example, see here actually we don't have a trade. Somebody would say why we don't have a trade over here. This is an example where a risky trader would have suffered a loss, but a safe trader would never take a trade in this. Somebody say why I have told you this.
We did this high was not broken in this.
Exactly. So the high of this candlestick pattern was not broken. Okay. And the low of this candle was broken. So if somebody would have taken an entry just by seeing a hammer pattern around the close of this candle, so he would have suffered a stop loss, that is this point. Okay. Yeah. So this point is clear, I hope. Trade setup is clear to you guys? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So now we'll see a hangman pattern. Okay. So this is an example, or this is how a hangman will look. Okay. So this will appear in an uptrend. Previously I have told you when a hammer forms, it forms in a downtrend, but a hangman will form in some kind of uptrend, as you can see in the picture over here. So the price was going up, and at the top you have seen again an umbrella kind of a pattern. When an umbrella pattern forms at the top, or when it forms after a uptrend, it is known as a hangman. Okay, and it is formed. You can see it, right?
Can you zoom in? I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm talking about this blue wala candle. So the lower shadow is twice the body. That condition is fulfilling over here. Clear? Clear or not?
Yeah, Keith. Yeah, Kabir. Screen.
So
But
this is
here
known as
also it is formed. No? For
what?
example,
Yeah.
if you, there is a before green down. There is a what we have to understand.
See, I'll tell you what has happened over here.
Here also below that, not
Where?
here. Little yes. Here also hammer is formed. Yeah.
Okay. So this is a hammer pattern. This you can go along with this also. Okay. This is also a hammer pattern because it is forming after some few red candles. Okay. And the lower shadow, if also you see, it is twice the body. Okay.
Yeah.
But here one more thing we see. This will come in the later part. This is actually a cup kind of a pattern also, because cluster of candles are getting formed at this bottom. Okay, you will get the clarity, but you have correctly spotted this is also a hammer. Okay, so this is a hangman pattern which has formed in a uptrend, and after the formation of this trend, after the formation of this hangman pattern, trend will reverse. That means you will be on the sell side now. And how you will take a trade? So this is how you will take a trade. So the price is going up, that means uptrend. On the uptrend you get a hangman pattern, and whenever the low of a hangman will break, that will be your entry. Okay, and your stop loss will be the hangman high, exactly opposite of hammer.
Okay.
Clear? So
Yes.
your stop loss is when the low of a hangman breaks, and your stop loss is at the top. So now see this example. So your entry is where? Here. Say somebody, where we got the entry in this?
At its low, right?
Yeah, so whenever the low of this candle will break, that is been broken by this candle. So this is your entry, your stop loss is at the top of it. Fine.
Now, could you repeat once again?
So I have shown you how you will take a trade based on a hangman pattern. So you will take a trade based on a hangman pattern when the low of this candle will break. This is the lower shadow. This point is the low. So whenever this will break in the sense price will go below the low point. Okay, and your stop loss is the highest point. So as you can see here, the lowest point, whenever it will break, you will take a entry, and this dodgy or kind of a pattern has broken the low, and your stop loss is over here.
Okay.
Clear? So this pattern is, I hope, clear to you guys. Any doubt in this? These two are actually one of the most important patterns to understand.
So, Kabir, how can we differentiate like it is a umbrella pattern or it's a hangman pattern? I think it's both like similar, right?
Though there is a major difference. So if you could see, there is a highlighted point. It appears in a uptrend. So it's the uptrend, right?
Oh, okay.
So this is the major difference. This is a uptrend. If you see
So
here,
so when the umbrella is formed on uptrend, it is called hangman.
yeah.
So when it is on downtrend, then it is called hammer.
Yeah, exactly. So you could see the highlighted part. It is formed in downtrend. Okay. So this, I want you guys to share as many examples of this. Okay. So 20 examples at least you guys have to say in the group and post it. If you have any doubt, you can tag me as well, or whenever I'll go through, I'll check it up. Definitely do this, otherwise you'll forget. And people many times they get confused in hangman and hammer pattern because both are almost similar. There is a only difference that the uptrend and downtrend ka difference is there. Okay, so it's similar. Because of that reason many traders get too confused also. So now we'll see one more pattern that is under single candlestick pattern. That is a shooting star. So in hangman pattern or the umbrella pattern, there is a lower shadow. All right. In shooting star, we have a upper shadow. Okay. As you can see, there is a upper shadow which is twice the body. Similarly, here also there is a upper shadow which is twice the body. This is found in uptrend only. Okay. We don't have a second type in this. We have one type only, that is shooting star. And in uptrend we find this, and after the formation of this pattern we go on the sell side. We go on the sell side because there is a bigger upper shadow. Okay, a bigger upper shadow means it has faced a bigger rejection from the top. When I say rejection, that means heavy selling has come from the top. Because of that reason the upper shadow is very big. Okay, and then price have came down and the candle body is very small. Once read this 6 point, I have repeated actually, and you'll get little clarity. Once give a reading and let me know.
Looks like inverted hammer.
Yeah, you can also call it as
opposite of hammer.
Yeah, you can call it as an inverted hammer also. Once everyone have read, once let me know, huh?
So the fifth point says that it should have more than two shadows, means the other side of the body, you mean to say?
No. It should have more than twice. Actually, I wanted to write twice, so by mistake 2 is written. So the upper shadow should be twice the body size. That is the shadow to body ratio, the one which we have discussed in hammer.
Okay.
Okay, the upper shadow should be twice the body size. Done with everyone?
I have a doubt in this.
Yeah, you
So
can ask.
here it is being said that on third point that the long up shadow indicate that it is facing rejection from the upside. So when
Yeah,
it is a hammer pattern, so it is facing rejection from the lower side, right? So it
right.
should upwards, right? Like it is closing at a better point, like not near the lowest point, but actually near the highest point when you because the ratio is more, right?
Hmm.
So like
See,
then why is the trend moving downwards as well when there's this hangman pattern?
so there is a hangman pattern. What has happened is, see, in the it is formed, first of all it is formed in a uptrend. Okay, so in uptrend what has happened, this hangman pattern, how you understand is, after reaching at some point, after sufficient buying which has happened in the stock, it has gone to a point where suddenly sellers have taken a price which has came to a sufficient down point. Okay, because of that there is a low point made, but then there was a buying which has taken again the price up. So next time when the price again comes down, it will create the panic in the people who have previously buyed. Okay, because once they have seen the price going down and again that thing happens, there is a psychological factor that people will be in panic to close their profitable positions which they have taken at the downside. Okay,
Yeah,
understand this?
okay, understood.
So that is the logic behind the hangman pattern. Okay, same thing I can tell you about this hammer pattern also. It forms in a downtrend after sufficient selling. After reaching a point, sellers are dominating and they have taken the price to a very down point, but from the bottom buying has come. Because of that reason there is a very big lower shadow. Okay, and that buying has come, that will create some kind of a panic in the sellers who have done it. So when the panic is created, they will try to close their position, whatever profit they are having. And once the high is broken, that is another confirmation which you look for.
Okay, understood.
That is the logic behind that.
Okay.
So this is shooting star, which is you can also call it as an inverted hammer. Same thing. The shadow, upper shadow should be twice the body. And previously I have told you it is slightly better that you have a blue color hammer pattern. Okay. In this case, it is slightly better when it is a red color shooting star, because after the formation of a shooting star, you are going on the sell side. This part clear?
Yes.
So if you could see it from the example here, I have encircled two shooting star. Okay. So after the price was going up, so there was some buying which is coming up, some buying which is coming up. So here also buying has come. So when this candle would have been forming, so the buyers have taken the price till this point. But from the top, there is heavy selling. Because of that reason, the upper shadow is quite big. Okay. And then the price have came down, and this downtrend is seen. Similarly, here also price was going up, and then after reaching a point, buyers were trying to take the price up, but there is heavy selling which has come up from the top, and then again it has fallen. Right? Able to correlate what I am telling?
Yes, yes. This also indicates the downward pattern, how the pattern has changed.
Yeah, you can see, understand.
But
Okay.
one more red color, this is also formed, right?
Where?
Before before that, whatever you shown,
This
there is a
one.
red not here. First one.
Yeah, here.
The two that is a that yeah.
This is not
also
a shooting star. Here the body, the ratio of, if we calculate the ratio body to shadow, it is not more than twice. Okay. Almost similar kind of it is looking. So you can ignore it.
But again, yeah, okay. But if you come down that after the circle one, third one can come down. Third one, yeah,
Yeah,
below,
this one.
below. After that, third last one, there is a hammer is formed. Oh,
This-
not that is hammer, not a shooting star.
This one you are telling, or this one?
Yeah, that one. That
This
is
one
hammer.
is also like a hammer. Okay, whenever the high, high of it is breaking, you can go for it. Okay, this is also a kind of pattern which I'll tell you in the later part. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So I hope shooting star is little bit clear. This is nothing but we have calculated that the minimum length from low to high should be at least 1.5%. This is just to give you a clarity that the upper shadow should not be very small.
1.5 times, right?
Percent it is. Okay, it should be a big upper shadow. That's the only criteria. Okay, you can see it like a percentage. At least it should be big.
1 point.
If the upper shadow is small, what it indicates? If the upper shadow in case is small, what it indicates?
Upper shadow is
Very less.
Dowsy.
No. If in a shooting star, we generally prefer a bigger upper shadow. If the shadow is not bigger, it is very small shadow. That will indicate us that the rejection or the selling is very minute. Okay, it is not strong.
Okay.
Bigger the shadow, bigger rejection or bigger selling. Understand this. Shadows are very important. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. The
Shadows
shadows represents the rejection.
Yeah, it represents the rejection. Shadows are one of the most important thing in trading. One of the examples of the same. Right? Some kind of uptrend and then again a shooting star. Able to understand? Right? This is a shooting star, right?
Yes.
So this is the trade setup based on it. So your stop loss is the highest point of this shooting star, and your entry is whenever the low will break. Whenever the low will break, that would be your entry, and your stop loss is at the highest point. Okay? Here the price was going up, and at the top you see a shooting star, and
Yeah.
you have seen there is a rejection from the top. The upper shadow is quite big, you can keep the stop loss at the highest point, and whenever the low of this candle will break, you can take a entry. Clear?
Can you go back to the previous one? Yeah, another like one more. Yeah. So in this in this case the entry is at the lowest point. So
Yeah.
it is not necessary, right, that the very next candle which will be formed will
Mhm.
be a lower one. We have to just find the one which is going which is decreasing, right?
Yeah. So
Like
in
because the next two are increasing, but if we see the subsequent one, then they are decreasing, like the next
correct.
day or something.
Mhm. So in this case, what has happened is there is a immediate next candle after the shooting star which has broken the low. Okay, logically you have taken an entry over here. Then next
Hmm.
candle again tried to go little up, but that it could not sustain at the higher level and it has fallen back again. Your stop loss is still safe over here in this case. So some you don't have to wait for long. This low should be broken in next 2 to 3 candles, not more than that. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So if it is breaking after 5 6 candle or long, you will ignore that.
Acha, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
Fine. So what we'll do, I have told you the trade setup, you have understood, right?
Yes.
So I'll just show you one more example. Okay. So this is again a shooting star. In this case, what has happened is it has gone up, heavy buying has come. Again, after reaching a point, there is a strong rejection from the top. Okay. There is a strong rejection, and then it is looking like a shooting star. Next candle has broken the low. So you got an entry, but the high is broken. Your stop loss is hit. All right. So this has happened because generally a shooting star is a bearish pattern. The price should move down after it. But in this case, there is a heavy buying. Because of that reason, previously from where the price was got rejected or from where the heavy selling came, that point is also broken. So in this case, you can anticipate that buyers are completely dominating because they have defeated a shooting star over here. This part you have clarification a little bit. how we
Yes.
how we read this.
Kabir, you are saying that that was broken, but that point I am missing. I'm unable to catch that point. Could
I'll
you-
repeat. See, this is a shooting star. Okay.
Yes.
Upper shadow is twice the body, perfect shooting star, and then
Yes.
we have an entry when the lowest point of this is broken. Okay. In this case, if you see the next candle, this candle ka shadow is below the lowest point of this. So you would have taken an entry based on the setup which I have given you. Yes or no?
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Right? But in this case, what has happened? There is a heavy
Mhm.
buying. A shooting star have failed in this.
Okay.
From the point previously where the price rejected, immediate next candle has broken the high of that. So that gives an understanding that there is a heavy buying in this. Because of that reason, a shooting star has been failed immediately by the next candle. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So that you have to understand. And sometimes these kind of scenarios will come. Which candlestick pattern is this?
Shooting star.
This
No,
one.
no. Block.
Yeah,
Acha,
correct.
okay, the
The
next
block
block.
candle. Now coming to this, here also we have a shooting star, but we don't get an entry in this because the lowest point is not broken. Okay, the lowest point is
Yes.
not broken, so we don't have an entry in this. But the shooting star ka high is broken. Again, when a high of a shooting star breaks, that gives an understanding that there is a heavy buying in it. Okay, that's the way. That's the other way of looking things.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and we use this for intraday trading also. This is actually known as devil trading. You are trading against the pattern, and this has a better accuracy in intraday. That's why I have explained little bit here.
This
So
is
Kabir,
this is yeah.
Yeah.
so
Ask.
do we need to put an entry at the shadow itself, or can we wait until the candle is formed?
No, see, you have to, once the shooting star is formed, you will wait for the low to be broken. Okay, and we use the order type which is known as trigger order. If you have placed the order previously, you will see SLM order in Zerodha. If you are using Angel, there it is known as trigger order. What happens in that, if the price will go below your trigger price, then only your order will execute. That's how you should take trade. You should not take trade at market price, because I've told you you will wait for the high or the low of the candle to be broken to take a trade. Little bit clarity.
Yes. Okay.
So this is also important point that you only take trade based on SLM orders. That is SLM is nothing but stop loss market order. It is just a way of telling how to place a trigger order. Okay, it's different in different brokers. In Zerodha it is known as SLM order. You will see it when you try to place order. In Angel it is known as trigger order. In Upstock, if somebody is having, it is again known as SLM, and in some other it would be known as trigger. So the work is same, just name little bit here and there, right?
Yes.
Fine. So this is the shooting star, and please share the examples of this. So with this we have covered 5 single candlestick patterns. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll we'll go on the TradingView platform, and we'll see on the charts how these patterns have worked and where it has formed. Okay, and we'll do that. So give me a name of any stock which you have in your mind.
TCS.
TCS.
This stock is okay.
Yeah, fine, fine. So
Worth peripheral.
what?
Worth peripheral.
Acha, after TCS we'll go over there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll find out the single candlestick patterns which has formed over here. Hmm. So if you could see here, which kind of pattern is this?
The doji.
Yeah, you can call it as a doji because the shadows are almost similar on the both sides. Okay? And after that is also again a doji, right? And I have yesterday told you it when a doji or indecisive kind of form, they try to form in a cluster kind of a thing. Okay. Or a few more we'll see. This is which pattern?
Hanging.
Hammer.
Correct. This is a hanging man. Okay, because it is formed in some kind of a uptrend. But
Okay,
because
okay.
the low is not broken, we don't have an entry. Okay. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which pattern is this? Which pattern is this?
Shooting star.
This is a shooting star and the low is also broken. Okay. Which pattern is this? Say somebody.
That is
Is,
doji.
This is not a doji. Okay.
is
Because
it?
the upper shadow is very small and the lower shadow is quite big. It is twice the size of the body. This is a hammer. Okay. And then the high
But
is
we
broken.
have a shadow also.
So there is a lower shadow, right?
Yeah, yeah.
There is a twice the body size lower shadow which is available here.
But for hammer, there won't be any upper shadow. I think for it
No,
is
I have
having.
told you there could be a minute upper shadow. Okay.
Okay.
And there is a upper shadow in this. Okay. And there is one more thing I'll tell you over here. So these lines, black color line which you are seeing on my chart are nothing but supports and resistance. Okay, when you have a bullish pattern at the support, it has the better chances of giving you result. When you have a bearish pattern at the resistance, it has a better chance of giving you results. I'll be covering this point in the later sessions. For now, you can understand these black lines have played a major role. From here the price ejected, from here this point again the price gone up. Okay. So this also, if you see, this is again a what kind of a pattern?
This is
What?
a hammer because it is formed in a downtrend.
Yeah. So there is not a perfect downtrend. It has become sideways over here. Okay. So when this kind of condition comes, it is little problem because it is completely sideways. And but once this pattern is completed from here to here, this gives us a better clarity what has happened over here. This is the kind of a pattern which we will cover and it is very powerful. Okay, this will cover, but exactly correctly spotted, this is a hammer pattern over here. This is a shooting star. This is again a shooting star over here. Okay, so these are shooting star which are getting formed, and these are forming at a resistance also. This is a resistance. Price is getting rejected from this point. So there is one more rule we follow, especially it is applicable to resistance zones. Okay, and I'll tell you that when we cover that. Few more things, few more patterns we'll see. So if a hammer forms like this, it is a very volatile one. Okay, this is also a kind of hammer because the lower shadow is quite big, but it is very big. So in this case, if you keep a stop loss over here, your risk is quite high, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
So if the scenarios are like this, you can ignore it. Okay, don't keep a stop loss which is this much big. So your entry would be here. If you calculate how much is your stop loss here is coming around 16%. It's illogical to keep a stop loss of 16%.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
it's illogical. So this is also to be considered.
But if that line is that much down, does that stop loss hit?
Here the stop loss is not hit, but still it is a risky trade because there is a very big lower shadow which has come up. Okay.
Because even if it will be hit, the margin is so much that the loss which will incur will be very much, right?
Yeah, you it would be a risky because after giving this much movement, next day you could see there is some kind of profit booking because somebody would have buyed it at this point, right? At low, somebody would have buyed it here, somebody would have buyed it here, somebody would have buyed it here, and till this point it is a good profit to them. From here also, if somebody would have bought, that would be a late entry still because people or big players when they do it, whenever the price falls like this, especially in TCS kind of a stock, they buy it in bulk quantity at the lower price. And if somebody who takes a late entry also after seeing this, if he takes an entry over here also, by this point he's in a profit of 10%. Okay, and
Okay.
when they get people generally, I'll tell you, the smart traders, what they do is they don't look for big profits, they look for small profits in multiple trades. Okay, and so 1% 2% is also a very big profit for traders, and they smartly close their position before the market realize that it comes down or there is consolidation or the stocks start moving slow and then it goes up. So smart traders, what they do, they book early profits whenever they are having good profits, they close it. Okay, so that's the reason what has happened in this, people who would have entered, they have closed some of their position over here. Okay? And that's the reason it has came to this point and then again came up. So this is nothing but a profit booking zone. Able to understand?
Yes.
Hmm. Like this, you can also go through many stocks and encircle the stocks which I have sent you. You can encircle the stocks and you have to send it on the group. I have told you yesterday how you will do it. Yes? You guys have seen the video? Yes
Yes.
or no?
Yes. We have.
If not, just go again and see it.
Ye-
Who has
yes.
not seen till
Yes.
now?
We are able to see.
Yeah. There are a lot of multiple candlestick patterns which I am able to see, but as we have not covered, I am not identifying those. This is the shooting star again. Okay. Yes or no?
Yes.
This is also a shooting star over here. And after that, a hangman is also there. Both are bearish patterns. Yes or no? Yes? Which pattern is this?
Shooting star is green, right? So is it bullish or?
See, shooting star, I have told you, color does not matter. It is advantageous if it is red. Okay? It is a shooting star because the upper shadow is twice the body. It is having a big upper shadow. You will only take trade when the low is broken. So there is a hangman after that which has broken the low. And hangman is also a bearish pattern. And you can see the hangman ka low is also broken. Double confirmation over here. Fine. So I hope you guys would have got a little clarity. What we'll do over here is we'll take a 10 minutes break and we'll meet at 12:10. Is that fine?
Yeah, sure.
Well done.
12:10. You guys have a clarity about single candlestick
Yeah,
patterns,
okay.
right? We have seen many
Yeah.
examples.
Okay.
Now I also want you guys to share many examples that will give you even better clarity.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So we'll take a 10 minutes break and we'll meet at 12:10. Now what we'll do is we'll move to the multiple candlestick patterns. Okay, so we have studied 5 single candlestick pattern, that was block candle, dodges, spinning top and shooting star. Another one was a umbrella pattern. So these 5 are the most prominent single candlestick patterns. Okay, my screen is visible, right?
Yes, visible.
Yes, yes.
Now we'll move to the multiple candlestick patterns. We have few types in this as well. Wait a second, we'll start. Okay, multiple candlesticks. So we start with the engulfing pattern. We have 2 types under it. One is bullish engulfing, another one is bearish engulfing. Few points we have to remember. Previously, when we were seeing a candle, it was a one candle based on which we used to give it a name. Here we have to wait for 2 candles to complete. Here it's written 2 days / candles. Okay, so we require 2 candles for multiple candlestick patterns. We have one more type in this where we require 3 candles, which that as well we'll see. But for this one, we require 2 candles to form. So when these kind of candles are formed, there is an extra confirmation because we have more number of candles. Okay, so there is a slightly more, these are slightly more better as we compare it to the single candlestick pattern. So this is also an important point. So these are the 2 types which I was telling. One is bullish engulfing, another one is bearish engulfing. As you can see, there are 2 candles in this. If we just want to make our concept a little easier, we'll name these candles. We'll name this as T1, that would be the first candle of this pattern, and the second candle will name as T2. So it will be easy to understand when I say I am talking about T1, so that would be the first candle, and when I talk about T2, that would be the second candle. Similarly here, this is bearish engulfing. This is my T1 candle, that is first candle of this pattern, and then we have T2, which is the second candle of this pattern. Is this clear? This part is clear, right? Before I go further.
Yes, yes.
Now, so what has happened in bullish engulfing? So if you could see, T1 is a red color candle. So what has happened over here? It has opened over here, then slight upper shadow, which I am not considering here, or which is of less importance. Okay, no specific reason of that. But it has opened here, slightly it went up, then it came down, went to a lower point over here, and then some buying came. But the candle body, if you could see, is a strong or a good red color body. Okay, there is a lower shadow as well, there is a upper shadow as well. There is no condition about the size of the candle over here. But this you can understand that T1 candle in case of a bullish engulfing will always be red. This is one important point. T2 candle in bullish engulfing pattern will always be green. So in this, the opening is over here, and then price have gone slightly down, but then there was a sufficient buying which has taken the price up, and it has closed over here after the high was somewhere made here. So this is the second important point. So T1 is red, T2 is green, and both the candles have good body. Okay, you can see that the open is here, the close is here, the open is here, the close is here. So the body size is quite good. Okay, so it should not be a doji or spinning top which forms for a bullish engulfing. Okay, because in dojis or spinning tops the body is very small. So that's why I have stressed on the word candle body is good. Okay, coming back to third important point, if you could see the T2 candle, it has opened slightly gap down. Okay, the close was over here, but it has opened slightly few points down over here and closed few points above the open of T1. I'm talking about T2. Can you notice that? Yes or no?
Sorry?
So what I have just told is, if you just closely see T2 candle over here, it has
Yes.
opened over here, right? The previous
Yes,
candle closes over here.
Yes.
It has opened slightly gap down, very slight. If you
Yes.
could compare, है ना?
And close also relatively high.
Relatively high. So this is known as engulfing, or in other words, if I want to say, T2 has covered the body of T1,
Yes, yes.
right? So this is
Yes.
known as engulfing. That's the word which is used here.
Okay.
Okay, so this is an engulfing pattern. Because the T2 is green, that's why the name is bullish engulfing. In this
Yeah.
case, same conditions. This is T1 is green color candle, so the open is over here. It went little down, but then able to close at a higher price. Next day, what has happened? T2 candle is being formed, which is a red color candle. You can see it has
Further down. Further up.
opened slightly gap up and closed slightly gap down from the previous day open.
So
Yeah.
second one is bearish. So that is called
Yeah, so
bearish.
this T2 is a red color candle, so this is a bearish pattern. Yeah, right? The T2 ka color decides if it is a bearish pattern or if it is a bullish pattern. In this case, T2 is green, so bullish. In this case, T2 is red, so bearish. Part clear? This part clear, right?
So this one is helpful in intraday trading as well, or when you are looking at
This would be
per day
helpful
candle.
for short-term
only.
positional
Short-
and intraday also you'll find it.
Okay.
Okay, you can find this pattern on every time frame. Even you can find it at the minute time frame which you use. Okay, minute time frame, if you use 1 minute as well, you'll find this pattern.
No, I meant to say that the impact, like if you're
Yeah,
doing
so the lower time frame, the lesser impact it have.
Acha, okay.
ठीक है?
Got it.
The bigger time frame, if it goes to monthly, the impacts
Hmm.
again reduces because the monthly time frame is very big.
Okay.
Okay, and if you see, if it is happening in a month, so 1 month it is a red color candle, another month after gap down it has broken and opened here, so you can consider, but efficiency would be little less. Weeklies, dailies, 4 hours are one of the most perfect time frames which you can use.
Okay.
Similarly in this, the lower you go in time frame, the lesser probability you will get in this pattern, because the price action which happens in lower time frame is less. That's the simple logic. Okay,
Okay.
when you goes to 15 minutes time frame, there is sufficient amount of price action which has happened in a 15 minutes ka complete time bracket.
Mm-hmm.
So smarter chances that what you are seeing will go according to you. So here's the third point. The color of the candle matters a lot. Okay, based on the color we are deciding which kind of a pattern is this. In case of a hammer, doji, spinning tops, shooting star, sometimes we ignore the candle color, but here this is not the case. Here is an example of T1 and T2. Okay, T1 is red, T2 is green. So which pattern is this?
Bullish.
Bullish.
This is
one.
bullish engulfing pattern. Okay,
Yeah.
one more thing I'll tell you here. Okay, yeah, so here if you see, there is a gap down and there is again it has closed slightly above the T1. This was open, this was closed, so it has opened slightly gap down and closed slightly above the previous candle open. This also clear? Yes?
Yes. Yeah.
One more thing
Yes.
over here. Sometimes what will happen, the opening of the candle will be exactly at the close of T1. Instead of here, it would be here. Okay, so that also will consider if the closing is above the candle ka open. Okay?
Yeah.
If it is at the same level, if it is
Hmm.
above it, the pattern name changes. So we will be little flexible over there. Okay? Yeah, fine. So I'll just tell you what is the psychology, what happens here when these kind of patterns formed. So here what happens is,
Kabir,
yeah,
we are not recording this session.
we are recording.
Achha, okay.
But I'll suggest you guys to, be attentive in the live session, because
Yes.
recording I have seen people tend to share it with their friends and all, and this is a paid content which you are getting through. So if I found that, I would be, making it private, and you will not be able to see the recording if that happens. Generally, I
Okay.
come to know who is watching, because that's on my YouTube channel, and YouTube has that facility that who sees my content, I comes to know. Okay. So for
No,
your
earlier
benefit,
it was showing a box that the recording is going on, and it was not showing right now. So
yeah,
that's why.
actually this is going on over here. After some time, that hides itself. You could
Achha,
see it
okay.
over here.
Good.
Going. So we are recording, but make sure that you don't share it with your friends. We share the recording so that everyone gets benefit, because not every time a person can be 100% attentive.
Yeah.
And we
Yes.
understand that. But now if you attend few trainings, they don't share recording, they don't help after the course. They don't do all these things. Anyway, coming
Right.
back to the topic, so I was telling you about the thought process or the psychological factors which run when these kind of patterns form. So here, from here, if you say there is sufficient amount of selling candles which are coming up, so this is a selling candle because the color is red. Then again the low of this candle is broken, so that means the sellers are dominating because they have broken the low, and the high of this candle is not broken. Again, what has happened over here, somebody just see our group. If somebody is not able to connect, or is there any issue, just let me know. Okay. Is there any message in our group?
No, nothing so far.
Fine. So when we come to the third candle, again the third candle has broken the low of this candle, and it is also red. That means it is again a good selling candle. Sellers are dominating in this complete trend. The sellers are dominating. Okay, there is nowhere when you can see buyer are dominated and they have broken the previous candle ka high. All right, when a high breaks, that means some kind of a buying has come. But if you see it from here to here, no candle has broken the previous high. Can you notice that
Yes.
this candle ka high is here, this candle ka high is here, this candle ka high is over here, and similarly this candle high is over here. Fine, this much concept clear? So what general understanding what I'm getting over here is that sellers are dominating in this trend, or in this 4-5 candles, sellers are dominating over here. And what happens with T2 candle, suddenly from after a little gap down, or after opening at a same level, good amount of buying has come, and the buying is so strong that it has covered the body of T1 completely. Okay, it has completely covered the body of T1. So you can understand, after the formation of a good selling pressure, this kind of a candle which would break the high and cover the body of T1 completely will create the panic all these people who have sold it here or who have short. This part clear? This will create a psychological panic, because they were expecting the low to be broken, but that did not happen. Even if the low would have been broken, and then it would have closed above the high, and that would also be an engulfing, so that will create the same kind of panic. This point clear?
Okay.
Yes or no? Very important point. I can repeat as well if you want.
Yeah, please repeat.
So what I've told is sorry for, I have some health issues today. Okay, so what I'm telling is, so there are 5-4 candles here, and each candle is giving me confirmation that sellers are dominating. How I'm getting the confirmation? Each candle is breaking the previous low. High is not being broken. So that is my confirmation, and each candle is giving me a confirmation that sellers are dominating. But only this candle, it has, not here in this case, it did not break the low. So okay, fine with that, but it has closed above the previous open. This is the previous open, T1 candle open, and it has closed above. So this candle will create panic in all those people who have sold their positions.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the thought process or the psychology which goes behind. So once the panic is created, there would be few traders, as I've told you, risky traders who buy it at the close. Whenever the high will break, or whenever it will be, forming a engulfing kind of a pattern, risky traders will buy it here. But what safe trader will do, they will wait for confirmation, and the confirmation has come around this candle. If this candle was almost similar, so it may be this candle or this candle. This is a block candle again. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So the confirmation or your trade opportunity according to safe trade is only over here. Fine, and this is a bullish engulfing pattern. So once the confirmation is there, the panic will be, the panic which was created will be confirmed, and whoever has sold, they'll just close their position, and few more buyer will come after seeing the pattern, and that will take the price eventually up. Clear this part? Yeah.
Yes.
Understood, right? Just give a reading to this thought process which I have written, and if you have still doubt, I can explain again.
So at T2, I think the stop loss are hit for the previous sellers.
I still did not tell you about stop loss. T2 stop loss I'll tell you right now. Just read this. Next slide I'll tell you the setup. Okay.
Okay.
I think we read.
You read, right? Okay. So this is the trade setup. Your stop loss is whichever candle, either T1 or T2, whichever candle makes the low, that will be your stop loss. In this case, the T1 candle has made a low, so this is your stop loss. If at all T2 candle makes a low, that would be your stop loss, or your entry will be whenever the high of the system will get break. System in the sense I am referring to T1 and T2. Whichever candle has made a high, whenever that is broken, you'll take an entry. That would be your safe entry. At the close, only risky trader takes it. If you see here, this is downtrend, and then you have a bullish engulfing pattern. Trade setup clear?
Yeah, maybe it's Kabir. This stop loss, could you again explain? Sorry for that. I'm missing.
Stop loss, you did not understood.
that
Stop
point. Yeah. Stop
you
loss.
want me to explain stop loss, right? So stop
Here
loss is
something I'm missing it. You're explaining.
no problem. I think you missed the recording of yesterday. So stop loss is nothing but, stop loss is a point. If the price goes below that or above that, sometimes you will be on the buy side, right? Your entry is here, so you are on the buy side, and your stop loss has to be down. It is a point where you will not hold on in your trade. You will close in loss, because price can go below this point if it is break the low. Okay, that is your stop loss. It is
That
the
means to this extent, entry price to stop loss point. This is the like margin we have to bear it. You mean to say?
yeah. This is your risk.
To the risk, entry point to entry price to stop point is the one which is the margin we are taking a risk.
Yeah. If I want to still more explain, see, you have taken an entry. If the price, if you have taken an entry when the high is broken, so if the price goes above, that is your profit. Okay. If the price goes down, so if it is here also, you'll be in small loss. If it is here, it will be in loss. It will be here, it will be loss. Till this point, you will bear the loss, and after this point, you will stop your loss. So that is stop loss.
Okay. That means we are selling it. Still, it is going down. We have to sell it.
Yeah, correctly understood. Your buy position you'll close by selling.
Okay.
Okay. rest of you have the same understanding, right?
Yeah.
Are we on the same page,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
everyone?
Yes, correct.
Fine. So this
Yes.
was bullish engulfing. Few examples of the same. Okay. Downtrend, and again an engulfing pattern being formed. Similarly, over here also there is an engulfing pattern. Any doubt in this example? If somebody is
No.
feeling that this is not a bullish engulfing pattern, he can ask me their doubt. Okay, I hope you guys haven't.
Some umbrella is also formed, right? Something.
Where umbrella? It
That
would have formed somewhere. Umbrella, if we see, this is not umbrella. So where you are seeing an umbrella pattern?
the top one. It's not umbrella. Maybe.
This one. This one is umbrella kind of a pattern. Okay. But then what has happened? It has taken support over here and again went up. It has been a sideways. This is umbrella kind of a pattern. This is a shooting star. Understood?
Near the first circle, like 7 candles ahead, that is also on the right. That is also this thing, right? Bearish one, bearish engulfing on the right.
Right
The-
side. This one.
Yeah, blue and subsequent the
This
previous
one.
one.
This
red.
one is engulfing. This is not.
No, these two. The smaller red in the center and a bigger blue.
ये वाला.
Huh.
Okay, so this is not as engulfing pattern. This is known as, this is a 3 candlestick pattern. Okay, so this is not engulfing because the T2 candle is very big. So if it is a abnormally big candle compared to T2, we ignore, and especially when T1 is spinning top or doji. Okay,
Okay.
because if you see, and the body is very small.
Hmm.
Okay, and that's the reason we ignore sometime. All right,
Okay.
and the selling candles are also only one candle, and after that also indecisive candle is there. So selling pressure is not being seen on the chart.
Okay.
So these were examples of bullish engulfing. Okay, so we'll see now bearish engulfing. So this is bearish engulfing. So in bearish engulfing, T1 will be green, T2 will be red, as I've told you. T2 will engulf the body of T1. Okay, as you can see it over here, there was a slight gap up, and then the close is below the open. It is completely covering the body of T1. So this is bearish engulfing. The name is based on the covering and the T2 candle ka color. Thought process is completely the opposite of what we had in bullish engulfing. Okay, so it is found in uptrend. The bullish engulfing was somewhat in downtrend, right? There was 5-6 candle of selling domination. I have shown you. So it was somewhat in downtrend when we saw bullish engulfing. In this case, it will be found in somewhat top. All right, and these point I will cover in the slide. So if you could see here, what has happened? It was going down, good block candle formed, and this is again a shooting star kind of a pattern because the upper shadow is quite big, and then T2 has broken the low, has closed below the open. This was the open, has closed below that, and the opening is almost similar to the T2 candle ka close. Okay, seller domination. Fine, this example, this I'll come later. If you could see it over here, same thing is happening. Okay, this is a very small candle. Okay, in this case also very small candle, but it is in good uptrend. Here also buying, here also buying, again buying. This is also a strong buying candle, and this candle also, if you see, it has also broken the high, but slight selling has come, and after this candle there is a heavy sell out. Fine, this is my T1, this is my T2. examples are clear. In this case, actually we don't have an entry,
Shadow,
but
but T1 does not have shadow, right? Lower shadow.
which one?
T1. No, third
So
one. In the. Yes. Yeah, there is a.
I did not told that there will be no lower shadow anyway. The
Huh?
shadow, that shadow could be there or not. The body should be good and it should come after a good buying.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
that is not relevant.
Yeah. So
Lower
the
shadow is
shadow could be
relevant.
small, shadow could be big. The body should also be quite big and it should come after a good amount of buying. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm. So this was an example of bearish engulfing. Here I have written sometimes the shadows are not engulfed, but the body is engulfed. So we still take the trade based on the setup.
Okay.
ठीक है, these patterns which I am telling you are price action based pattern. We are seeing the price. If it is covering the body, that is just the price action which we are predicting. We are analyzing the price action which is happening. Okay, this is the thought process. If I just want to explain from here to here, complete buying domination. Each candle is breaking the high, and you can see how much good the candle bodies are. So when the candle bodies are good, that means heavy price action have come up. And if it is green good body, that means a good buying has come up. Similarly here also. And after reaching this point, heavy sell out. Okay, because the candle has engulfed. So this candle will create a panic. Some traders who are risky will take entry at the close of this candle. Safe trader will wait for the low to be broken. Previous day what has happened, there is a gap down, so that is a different scenario. You could understand how much selling pressure was there in this after the formation of bearish engulfing, that it opened gap down immediately. So when this kind of situation comes, for that also we have a condition which I'll tell you when we talk about intraday. Okay, if there is a gap down possibility after a formation of a decisive pattern, these engulfings, single candlestick patterns are all decisive patterns. Okay, and following, right?
Yes.
All right, so this is the thought process. Once give a reading to it, you'll have a little more understanding. If you guys have finished reading or don't have any doubt in this, then we can go to the next slide.
Yes. Yeah. Understand.
Okay, so here are few examples of the same. Okay, in this case there is a perfect bullish engulfing, perfect uptrend, and then it has fallen after the formation of a bearish engulfing. Here also same condition, but in this case there was a false pattern which has formed over here because it has slightly gone down and then again went up. So when a decisive good pattern fails, we take a devil entry that is against the pattern, because once this kind of a strong pattern fails, there are sufficient good chances that heavy buying is over there. Okay, that scenarios are also there. Like in this case, a bearish engulfing was formed, and after hitting your stop loss, the stop loss is hit over here. It has again gone up and gone substantially up. Able to understand? Okay, So there is a concept of three phases of market which we have to apply over here,
Sure.
which will not give us
In
this
case of
kind of.
bearish candle, bearish engulf, it is a possibility of going up the price.
See, I have told you in case of shooting star, right? If the high is broken, that means the buyers are very dominating over there because the selling pattern has failed. Remember,
Hmm.
this is also a selling pattern, but the high is getting broken. That means heavy buying is over here.
Hmm.
ठीक है, this is trading against the pattern, and this sometimes gives a better result because this will only break the high of this bearish engulfing pattern when there is good amount of buying coming up in the stock.
Okay.
Okay, this is known as trading against the pattern. There is a specific name we have given, that is devil entry. Negative word because we are against the pattern which is formed. So there is a concept of three phases of market which we apply in this kind of scenario, and which gives a very good result that will also be covered. Okay, and slightly it has been explained in our YouTube channel as well. Any of you can go and watch for a little understanding. These examples are clear, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So this is the trade setup in bearish engulfing. This is the system of two candles. The highest point is your stop loss and the lowest point of the system is your entry. Okay, you will be on the sell side because this is bearish engulfing. Okay, here you will not take an entry. This is a risky entry. Your entry is when the low of this candle is broken and there is sufficient amount of buying, and this candle will create the panic, and when the low of the system will break, that would be a confirmation and you could take a safe entry. So stop loss is over here. Clear? Trade setup. Yes or
Yes,
no?
Kapil. Yes, Kapil.
Is it too much for you guys to follow? Is it that the case, or you guys are following what I have told till now?
Yes, we are able to follow you.
Great. So this is the trade setup. We'll see few more multiple candlestick pattern now. So we have a similar kind of a pattern which is known as dark cloud pattern. Okay, so in this previously we have seen the engulfing was 100%. The T2 used to cover the body of T1 completely, but in this case the engulfing will not be 100%. It will be between 50 to 100. This is the condition, and that's why the name changes. Okay, and this is like a bearish engulfing pattern. I'll show you the example. Because the engulfing is not 100%, this is less powerful than bearish engulfing. I'll just show you the example. This is how it looks. Okay, T1 is formed in the uptrend, giving me confirmation of buying, but then T2 suddenly it opens somewhere around the close of T1 or little gap up, but it did not cover the body of T1 completely. It only covers more than 50. 50 is over here and 100 is here, so it is more than 50, less than 100. So this is known as dark cloud pattern. This is also a bearish pattern. Okay, and you will take an entry when the low of the system will break. Entry 1 is for risky traders. Your stop loss is high of the system, that is whichever candle makes the high, either T1 T2, that will be your stop loss. Examples also I show. This is an example of dark cloud. Okay, is it a dark cloud or not?
Yes, dark.
This is a dark cloud or not?
Which one? The other two which you are showing?
This is T1 and this is T2. Is this system of candle can be told as dark cloud?
No, I don't think so because the T2 does not cover the 50 to 100%.
Correct, exactly, correctly told. Okay, the engulfing is less than 50, so we ignore this. There is no trade setup over here. We have a trade setup over here when the low of this candle is broken, and that is being broken by this candle. Okay, remember it, these are dark clouds are also very important patterns to trade. Got the clarity in this? Yes or no?
Yes, Kapil. Yes.
Yeah. So we have similar kind of a pattern where the engulfing part is again 50 to 100, that is piercing. Okay. This is similar to the bullish engulfing, that is T1 is red, T2 is green, but the engulfing is less than 50, is more than 50 and less than 100. It is found in downtrend because bullish engulfing was also found in downtrend. So similar kind of pattern, just the engulfing is different. If you could see on the screen, downtrend, and then this is T1, T2 engulfing more than 50% but less than 100%. So this is my piercing pattern. Able to understand? Yes. Here also we have it. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
This is like bullish engulfing pattern. Just because the engulfing is not 100%, the name changes. Okay. Fine. So this is piercing pattern. This is the trade setup. The lowest point of the system is your stop loss, and your entry is whenever the high of the system is broke. Okay. And this entry one is for risky traders, which I have told you to avoid. This is your entry. Fine. Any doubt in dark cloud and piercing? Any of you? If you would have missed some part, or you know, not following any point over here, you can ask me.
No, nothing so far.
Fine. So please share your homeworks, and the more examples you'll see, the better clarity you'll get. Okay. There is one more important patterns in multiple candlestick. Which is known as inside bar. Okay. We'll cover multiple candlestick patterns, and then we'll see it on the charts like we did in single candlestick pattern, and we'll go through what has happened and how these patterns are formed, where it is formed in different charts. This is known as inside bar pattern. We have two type in this: bullish inside bar pattern and a bearish inside bar pattern. Okay. If you could see it over here, T1 is a green color candle, but T2 there is a sufficient gap down and it has closed inside the body of T1. So T2 has closed inside the body of T1. So this is the inside bar. So that's the way of understanding. Similarly here, if you see, this is T1 and T2 again a slight gap up, and there is a, it has been inside the T1 candle. So this is inside bar. Based on the T2 candle ka color, the name changes. If the T2 is red, it would be bearish inside bar. If the T2 is green, it would be bullish inside bar. Okay, right? Understood this much? I'll show you the examples of this.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
This is like the exact opposite of engulfing, right?
This is not opposite of engulfing. Yeah, you can, in some way you can say, because it used to engulf. In this case it is inside.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You, in some way you can say, yeah, it is like engulfing, because here it's not engulfing, it is just inside the body of T1.
Yes. Okay.
I'll show you few example. We'll start with bearish engulfing. In bearish engulfing, T2 will be red. Based on the color T2 candle, we have named the pattern. Main trend will be upwards because it is a bearish pattern, so we go on the sell side. The previous trend should be somewhat upside. Again, two candles may it is formed. Can be one of the most useful patterns, either on daily. For short term also it is very good. For intraday also it is very good. And the price action involved in this is quite strong. I'll explain you on the chart. So in this case, what has happened recently also, if you could see in the Nifty, the same pattern has formed. Even in IT sector, lot of stock had this inside bar pattern, and then it went really up. I'll show you that as well. Here the price is going up. Okay, in this case here, T2 candle is a little gap down and closed inside the body of T1. Okay, this is the inside bar. Your entry is only when the low of the system is broken. So the low of the system is T1 candle. So this candle has broken the low and it has come up till here. So this is a support zone actually. That's why the price have taken some kind of a support and then it went up. All right, so support is nothing but, as you can see here, price is not able to go below this point, and if we just draw it, so it is also lying at the same kind of a area. So this is, in one way you can say, here buyers tend to dominate sellers and they don't let the price go down. That's the reason it did not give you a bigger target. Still it has given a movement from here to here. Okay, understood this point? Yes.
Yes, Karan.
So the thought process is simple. The stock is going up, right? So every candle is giving confirmation of the buyers. But when a candle suddenly opens little gap down and makes a red color candle, because it is inside the body and it is a red color candle, that will create slight panic in the people who have buyed their position. And once the low is broken, that will be an additional confirmation that price will go down. So this is the thought process. People will close their positions if this kind of panic is confirmed. Able to understand? Once give a reading to this, you'll have a little more clarity. Once you guys are done, let me know. Done? Anybody having any doubt in this? Somebody left to read?
Done.
Done, right? The thought process is clear to you. It is very important when you analyze. You have to think in these lines. What is happening? Okay. So these patterns are based on psychology and price action which happens, and the better thought process or better deep you think of the price, how it's reacting and what is happening, the better clarity or better position you could be able to take. This will come with experience or when you practice a lot. This is a trade setup. Whenever the low of the system will break, you'll take an entry and high of the system is your stop loss. If somebody is taking an entry here, that would be a very risky entry. The best entry would be when the low of the system is broken and the high of the system is your stop loss. This is clear? Yes or no?
Yes, Karan.
These are few more examples. Please give a look at it. Price was going up. This is the dark cloud, by the way. Sorry, this is an example of dark cloud. I think I've shown you. This is an example of piercing. And this could also be looked at. This could be looked at inside bar because there is a gap down. Okay, so here it is not engulfing more than 50%, so this is not a dark cloud, this is inside bar. As you can see, there is a slight gap down over here. Okay, and it has closed inside the body of T1. Able to see it, right? Or if I zoom it a little bit more, this could be seen as a dark cloud. See, because there is a gap down here, and then it has engulfed more than 50%. So this is a dark cloud. Sorry, this is a piercing. Okay, don't get confused. This is piercing because T2 is blue color candle or green color candle. Dark cloud forms at the high. Like if this candle was not closing somewhere here, or if it is above this point, this would be a dark cloud. Okay, and whenever the low of the system will broke, you can enter a trade over here. This is inside bar. Able to understand?
Yes.
Yes, bro.
This is which pattern?
Inside bar.
This is which pattern? This is bearish engulfing. Okay, because T2 is engulfing the body of T1 completely, right? This is bearish engulfing or not?
Yes,
Forgotten?
yes, very.
Yeah.
Sorry, your voice was not clear.
So I was asking which pattern is this?
This is bearish engulfing.
Correctly spotted. This is bearish engulfing. Okay, so many patterns I have just shown you in this chart. So these are few points. Okay, the main trend should be seen in bullish engulfing. It is formed in 2 candles and it is less powerful than engulfing because the body of T2 is small. That's the only reason. In this is bullish inside bar because it is formed, over here at the bottom. T2 is green, so this is bullish inside bar. Your entry is when the high of the system breaks. Your stop loss is low of the system. Able to follow? Inside bar, this is bullish inside bar. The previous one was the bearish inside bar. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, bro.
Yes.
Any doubt till now? Somebody could, after this I'll just tell you what the thought process behind it. So from this point to this point, what has happened is, this is a good selling candle. These 2 candles are somewhat buying candle, but you can see the size of the candles are small compared to this candle. So this means there is slight profit booking which has happened, or the buying action is not strong. And again, after reaching some point, it is again confirming that sellers are dominating, and this has given us strong confirmation because it has again broken the low of it and the candle size is big. So this is giving me confirmation that sellers are completely dominating over here. And then T2 will create slight panic because there is a gap up. Gap up means good amount of people have bought. That's why there is a gap up. And then it manages to make a green color candle which is inside the body of T1. Okay, so this means that some kind of good buying has come, and this will create the panic in all these people who have sold it. And once you get the confirmation that the high of the system is broken, that would be your safe entry to go long, and the low of the system is your stop loss. Understood the thought process? Yes or no?
Yes, Kabir.
Sunil, Bhaskar,
Yes, Kabir.
everyone. So this is the same thing which I have repeated. I have repeated previous slide. You can give a reading. I'll give you 1 minute. If you don't understand, I'll explain. And once you are done, let me know. Any doubt in this?
No.
Absolutely clear,
That's
right?
yes.
The trade setup which I have previously told, the low of the system is your stop loss, high of the system is your entry, This is not the entry we prefer. This is a risky entry which is at the close of T2. Safe entry is when the eye of the system is broken. Okay, and the trend, if you could see, it is downward trend, and then price goes up. This is how the pattern works. Few
NT2
examples.
is that high or close?
High. It
Okay,
is
high.
showing towards the close. It is
Okay.
the high. Don't get confused.
Hmm.
Few examples of the same. You can see it over here. Inside bar. Okay, and then went up. Inside bar. So it is sideways kind of movement. I have shown you just the example purpose. I'm showing it. What has happened? I don't know. Okay. These are the examples. You have the little clarity about this pattern? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So somebody now name me what all patterns we have studied today. One pattern at least one of you say.
Bear engulfing, bullish engulfing, dark
Right.
cloud, and inside bar. I remember so far.
Okay. Somebody else, if you remember the other pattern. There was a pattern where we have 50% engulfing.
Dark cloud,
Yeah. There was another one in that.
piercing pattern.
Right. So these were the pattern which we have read. Okay. These are multiple candlestick pattern. So we have one more pattern which is a 3 candlestick pattern. In this case we had 2 candles, and we have one more in this multiple candlestick pattern which had 3. So what I'll do is I'll cover that tomorrow, but for today we'll go through the charts and see where in which stocks these patterns have formed to give you a little more clarity.
Kabir, can you also show like 1 or 2 examples of doing a paper trading so that we can practice on that?
Yeah, so did you guys activated paper trading? So
Yes.
once you guys go to trading view platform, you will be able to activate your paper trading. Just click on trading panel like this, it will open. All right, and then you can click on connect. Once you click on connect, your paper trading account will be activated. All right, so you will get a balance of around 1 lakh which you can use for paper trading simply. All right, like this, if you say last time when I was doing paper trading, or when I was practicing a pattern, so we after that pattern we could book 4.44% profit. Like this, whatever patterns we have taught you till now, it's your duty to practice it as many times. The more you practice, the more confidence you'll get. Okay, so the more confidence, the more you get it. You'll be able to activate, right? Now will you be able to activate paper trading?
Yes, I am able to create a login, but I don't know whether what next to be done. Whether activate
See, once
something
you
like
have activated, these colors will show over here. This means sell, this means buy. You could see sell at market, buy at market. Click on that, order
okay.
window will open, and you can use market type order, limit type order,
Okay.
more stop loss type order, profit loss. So if you are doing intraday, make sure that whenever you are getting 0.5% of profit, you try to book some of your quantity. Okay, I'll be telling you what is the risk management you should follow for positioner and what is the risk management we follow for intraday. These are 2 different types of trading, and you require little bit deviating skills. Okay, now I hope you will be able to place the order as well. This is sell. Fine. Yes or no? Anybody having any doubt in paper trading, how to activate, how to place order?
So does it the market trend goes along with the live market?
Yeah, it will be live price change which will happen. This is real time change which you will see. Just select NSE. Don't select BSC. I have told you yesterday as well. Okay. If you, for example, I'll just show you that as well. if you select, for example, you have selected ITC, you have NSC BSc, select NSC over here, okay,
Sir,
and then
Kabir, you are showing the PPT, not another.
what
You are showing the PPT. Uh,
is it? The chart is
yeah.
not able to see.
No, we can see the chart.
No, we are able to see.
I think your screen got stuck, sir. Let's try to refresh. एक बार refresh करके देखो.
Yeah, no one seeing.
Okay, so this is how you should add. So now we'll see few patterns which we have just now studied. Okay, which pattern is this? Come on, guys, you could be wrong. No issues in that. Come on, give it a try at least.
Bearish engulfing.
Yeah, this is bearish engulfing. Anybody feeling that this is not bearish engulfing? Your entry is over here. If I just want to mark it, I'm using the shortcuts, all right? So you can make, and I'm pressing Alt plus T, that selects the line, and you can draw it over here. So this is where you can take an entry, and you can, your stop loss is here. In this part here. Okay, wait. Like this. Is the trade setup correct which I have just marked? Huh? Is my stop loss where I have placed is correct? This is my stop loss.
Yes, at the high.
This is my entry.
Yes.
Okay. So you can also mark it on your chart by using this line. Alright? Two patterns I'll explain tomorrow. That is not covered today. So few more examples we'll see. This is a shooting stars, perfect shooting star. The upper shadow is very big. The lower is, in this case, the upper shadow is very small, so I'm ignoring. But in this case, I'm fine. This also very big upper shadow. I'm fine with it.
The one
And
which you ignored, so just the second next to it is a hangman, right?
yeah, here
The one which you ignored.
this is a hangman. Okay? This one is a hangman.
This one.
This is not a hangman because it is coming after a bearish candle. So this is just a small profit booking candle.
Okay.
If this was formed over here somewhere,
The August 9th is a hanging man.
here it is a hangman perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay, double confirmation. More chances of profit.
Okay.
Again, you can see, heavy sell candle has formed, but no specific pattern. But with the knowledge, you can understand after going sideways, a heavy sellout has come up. Again, you can see it like a hammer, or you can also see it like a engulfing, because opening of T2 is, this is T1, this is T2, opening of T2 is almost at the close of T1, and T2 has opened at closed above the open of T1. So this could also be seen as engulfing or a hammer kind of a pattern. Here if you see, lot of candlesticks are getting formed. This is, if you just see this as T1 and this is T2, this is a dark cloud pattern, because engulfing I'm seeing is around more than 50%. And next candle has broken the low as well. Your stop loss logically is here. Okay, so if you have a decisive candlestick pattern which has formed previously, so that should be considered nearby. For example, here if you see, this is also a dark cloud. Okay, but here somewhat selling has come, and then this is again happening. This is also dark cloud, this is also dark cloud. Yes or no? Somebody feeling that these, if this is T1 and this is T2, this system is not dark cloud, or this, if I say this is T1 and this is T2, this system is not dark cloud. If somebody is feeling that, please let me know. Anybody? See, if you'll ask your doubts, even your colleagues will get it clarified. Are you guys following?
Yes.
Okay. So likewise, you can, this is the shooting, this is a hammer again. Okay, hammer pattern, shadow is very big, very small body, and then giving us confirmation. Take trades based on any other charts we'll see. I think we are just seeing the TCS. Any other stock you want, any particular one which is your favorite, we can go through. Give me the name.
Wealth peripheral. I told you, wealth peripheral.
This you are telling? No. Wealth first properties.
On the peripheral space, PER.
Send me the code. I am first time hearing it.
Code, how to know that?
Is it in Nifty 50 or is the other one?
Not Nifty 50.
But still, if the spelling which I have written is correct, it should come up over here.
Yeah, that's correct.
No? Any other stock? Anybody can answer. You must be knowing many names.
HDFC.
This is piercing pattern over here. Okay. Shadows I am not considering, but still it is very big, so your entry is logically over here only. But if we just see T1 and T2, this is piercing. Engulfing is more than the body of T1, 50% more than the body of T2. Okay. This is a hammer pattern. Okay, after that it went up. There was a gap up also. This is a good stock.
No, sorry, that is not wealth. Worth peripherals. WORTH.
Acha, after this we'll go to that. Okay. So this is which pattern? Somebody answer. Come on. Come on, give it a try. Anybody? This is piercing pattern only, because engulfing is more than 50% and less than 100. Okay. Here, this is, you can see it like a shooting star also. Here will be your stop loss, and then this is bullish engulfing also. Good sell candle, and after a good bullish candle, whenever the high is getting broken, you can go long. This is shooting star. This is hangman, because after good buying candles, a hangman is formed. When the low is broken, you'll take an entry, stop loss high. Shooting star, after forming a good buying kind of a trend, here stop loss, entry over here. Like this you can find a lot of example. I'll just show you Nifty also. I'll show you inside bar. Which pattern is this here? Okay, so this could be seen as a inside bar or a piercing, because it is almost similar and it is inside the body of T1. This could be seen like that. This is engulfing, yes or no? This is again inside bar or piercing, you can see it like that. It is not piercing because it is less than 50, but then when the system ka high is broken, the high system is here, you can go long. Yes or no?
Yes.
Any doubt over here?
No.
Okay, see a few more examples. I am using a 4 hours time frame. There is an added advantage of it, which I'll tell you tomorrow before the start. Okay. You can find it on daily as well. You can find it on 4 hours as well. Your wish. Don't do it on intraday, because there are few more concepts which I have to tell you for intraday. Acha, somebody was telling stock name, right?
Yeah, worth peripherals.
What worth?
WO, no, WO.
WO
R, RTH.
worth.
Yes,
So you
first
can
one.
find it here, and it is in NSE also. So when you select a penny stock, what happens is the price action in penny stocks like this are not very strong. If you select a good price wala stock like Reliance, Vata India, DMart, you'll be able to better predict the trend, because here, even in small quantity, if somebody buy, even a common person, if he invest 25, 30, 40k in this, the shares which are outstanding in the market, matlab the number of shares which are there in the stock market are less, so the price action happens even after small buying. As you can see it here, it has hit the upper circuit. Okay, so these kind of stocks are generally preferred if you are investing in long term. For intraday we don't trade in these penny stocks, or we trade.
Intratrade will not do this type of.
Yeah, see, it is completely small candle, completely sideways, no particular trend we are able to follow. So this will only give you stock loss when you do intraday, because the movement is not big. Small candles, small candles. When the movement will come, then only you will get it. Like in this case, from here to here it has moved, so you'll get profit. But in this case, it is only sideways. You'll be looking for profit, it will not go anywhere. You could see how small the candle is. Okay, and this in this type of stock, volatility issue will be there. If you have entered sometime, if selling is not happening, you will be stuck. Okay, so if you are doing intraday for positional, I'm fine. So you can, if the stock is fundamentally good, you can invest 10 to 20%, 10 to 20% of your capital in these types of stock, because if you invest 10 to 20, even a movement of 7 rupees will give you a good return. All right, so 7 rupees, if the movement comes, for example, if you are invested around 40 and at present it is 47, it is 7 rupees, and if you convert into percentage, it would be around 14 to 15% return which you have got. Yes or no? So
Yes,
but
yes.
only invest small, because these are risky small companies. Or if the company is good, you have to see how much is the revenue company is generating, how is the last 3 quarterly results the company is having. Those all things we look if you are investing in these kind of penny stocks. Understood? I'll tell you
Okay.
how you will see these for these all things. Any doubt so far? But still, this could be seen as a bearish engulfing. Okay, because T1 is green, T2 is covering the body of T1. If I want to say, this is a shooting star, but again very sideways, so no confirmation. All right,
Yes.
if you guys have any doubt, please ask me now. Any doubt? Anyone?
In this small type, the small companies. So we have, yeah, as you said, we have to take in a long term perspective, not in the intra
Yeah,
trade, right?
take it for minimum with an idea in your mind that you'll stay in this for 1.5 months or 2 months, like that.
So how will I know that whether this is worthy to consider?
So for
Even
that
one and a
purpose, you'll see, how the company has performed in the last 2 quarters. If it is in the
Oh,
growth trajectory, operational income is increasing, fine. If the interest income is increasing, operational income is decreasing, again a doubt case. Because
then it is not a technical parameters. We have to see that.
yeah, because here I've told you, right, this is a small companies, and price action here are not strong. Okay, but still you can enter after seeing that here there is a good support, lot of candles are taken here, so this is a good buying zone, price is not able to go below. So once this, if you just draw a range like this, you can decide, right, the price is not able to cross this, so it has been restricted in this zone. So if the breakout happens, you can go long with this candle. Here also it has given a fake breakout, but as I've told you, these are small stocks, so these scenarios happen in this. Okay, I'll tell you how you'll do this also. Actually, this is a cup pattern as well. So when this high is broken, you enter a trade. This I'll explain. Okay? Have a clarity. Have little clarity about whatever is taught today.
Okay.
Yes.
Everyone has the clarity. Any doubt? Anybody else?
No.
Sure. So I want you guys to definitely share the examples, because tomorrow session will definitely be at 7 p.m. Okay. So you have sufficient amount of time. Please spare few some of your time for sharing examples.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And for today, we'll close it off. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Have
Thank
a good
you.
Sunday. All right. Take care.
Thank you so much. Great question.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome everybody.